Hey everyone, Demon Mike here, bringing you another video for the beginner's guide for Heroes of the Storm. For this video, we're going into the Cursed Hollow map. So let's get started. For this map, you're wanting to collect the tributes as a team. Only one person has to physically finish the channeling for the tributes, but you want to be around the area to defend them so they don't get interrupted. While they are channeling on the tribute, they can easily be interrupted just by taking any damage at all. Any straight on damage, like if the enemy team is there, the enemy heroes, if they hit you with any AoE or any like single target attack or any cleave or anything, it will interrupt you. If there's a dot on you and you start channeling, that won't interrupt you unless they just applied it. So there's those tips, I guess. But the tribute spawns are, there's 2 on the south end, or excuse me, there's 3 on the south end and 3 on the north end. So there's one here, here, and the top end, the north end, whatever you'd like to call it, is here, and here. And then there's 2 watchtowers, one on the northwest and southeast, just to favor their team, their side, so they get their watchtower. But it's not always the case that they will easily hold on to it. It's just easier for them to get it, which I think is really beneficial for this map, because this is kind of a map where it can kind of snowball out of control. Like the team that is winning normally gains at least 2 levels ahead pretty quickly, at least from the games I've played on this map. Some of them are a little bit closer than that, especially if both teams have really strong team fights. Then it can easily stay pretty even throughout the game, even with the curses going. Because the curses, they're only affecting the enemy buildings, like the towers and the forts. It doesn't affect the enemy heroes, and it does not affect the core. So you still have to face the full brunt force of the enemy team's heroes. Just the enemy creep, their health is reduced down to 1, and the enemy towers and forts are unable to attack. So you're able to engage the enemy team in a much more broad spectrum whenever the curse is affected on them. So you could go engage right under a fort. Like, let's say their team was here and they were cursed. Like my team could go there and engage them, because that fort wouldn't be attacking. We wouldn't have to worry about any of that extra damage. We just have to worry about unit collision with the fort and any other buildings that are around. The minions are reduced to 1 health, but they still do their full damage. So you do still need to kill them, but it's just 1 health, so any kind of AoE or cleave will take a lot of them out. And I should say that the first tribute does spawn at a random time after 2 minutes. So at the top middle of the screen you have that timer, the duration of the game going on. Once that is at 2 minutes plus, then the first tribute can spawn at any time. It's not going to wait very long, but I've seen it go all the way to like 3 minutes in or so. So just be aware of that, and jump onto the tribute as a team the second it spawns. And the following tributes are a little bit random in that same way. They're not a set duration of when they will spawn. It can be like 45 seconds after you collected the first tribute. It could also be like, I don't know, like a minute 30 seconds. It's not instant. It's never back to back is what I'm trying to say. So there's always at least a small window between tributes so you can go get merc camps. And let's see if I can get some help here. I think Falstad's on his way. He said he was. His audio cue anyway. Oh, he just jumped over the wall. But anyways, between tributes, merc camps are definitely a good option. But if your team isn't getting the merc camps, then you want to spread out to the lanes and make sure you're getting the full experience possible. And then gather around the tributes as they spawn, so your team has the best chance at collecting them. And then once you're at 3 tributes, the enemy team is cursed. As you can see, these minions were at 1 health, but Uther's frontal AoE just healed them up a little bit. Here's some more. They had 1 health and they easily were one-shot by Falstad's ult. And this fort and this tower are not attacking because they are affected by the curse. So it just really enables you to be able to push and really get a ton of experience. If the enemy team has a really strong team fight and you're not far ahead, then it's probably more beneficial for you to go do the merc camps, and especially still their merc camps, so they can't get them. They're having to defend against the lanes of creep because their creep are so weak that they're getting one shot by your team's creep, and it's getting the lanes pushed and they're having to defend, or else their buildings are going to start dropping and your team's going to get experience anyway from the forts being destroyed. So just really try to gauge what the enemy team's doing and gauge your level, your team's level. If you, like I already mentioned, if your team is ahead, then just push. There's no point of going for the merc camps. That's a bit redundant. You should get a good push off and then go for the merc camps while you're waiting for the next tribute. Your team's going to get a lot more experience that way. Looks like my team's wanting to back off. I thought we were gonna be able to end it. We might be able to. Well, with like a 4 level lead, then that's basically game over. You should be able to push and end it there. You could always play it safe and go get their merc camps as well. Once that siege dies, I'll probably back off. In fact, I'm not getting healed anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna go get full health and then end the game. So that's basically everything you need to know in a nutshell. There's if I didn't already say, there's the boss merc camps here and here, and then the bruiser camps here and here, and the siege camps are here and here. So that was a pretty big window between the curse and the next tribute. It's not always that big of a window, but it's a little bit random, and it's not going to wait too long either. The tributes will continue to come out, so it's always an option for both teams to be able to try for.
Evil draws close.
But yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about this map. Just trying to make sure I went over everything. Just keep watching out for the enemy team, make sure what they're doing. Keep an eye out for tributes. Sometimes, I mean, they can be easy to miss. Just listen for the audio cues. Watch for the pinging on the map. It does the automatic ping for the tribute. And if your team's having trouble reacting to it, then you can also try to ping as well, just to give them a helping hand, I guess. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything you need to know for this map. Hopefully it helped. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.